All right. Welcome, Bay Area Besties. It's good to see you. I just flipped the switch to go live on YouTube. We're going to do a nice, compact, concise movement Monday class tonight. So we're going to start up on our feet. If you need to have a drink of something before we go, now's a good time. If you're brand new on YouTube, the algorithm dropped you off. Join our 1,200 subscribers. We have fun moving and grooving, especially if you're older than 47 years old. So up on our feet. My name is Greg. I'm simulcasting from Concord, California, if you know where that is. And we like to move and groove a little bit. We get ourselves going. Yoga is the best practice I've ever seen for whatever's going on in your life. If it's the best of times, if it's the worst of times, if something happened, if it's status quo, yoga will always bring me back to more peace than I had before. So just start moving with us. If you're not a circus performer or a ballerina, this is a great place to be. And if you are one, we need you. 3, 2, 1. All right, now I'm going to sink my feet in. You know, I need to tilt my camera up just a little bit. I've been using it for a variety of things lately. Here we go. All right, now I'm going to swing my arms around my body. This is a good one to wake up. Give myself a gentle little slap. This is the warm-up I've been doing for 25 years now since I met my teacher. And me and my Bay Area buddies here in the Bay Area of California, we think this helps keeps us lively and healthy and frisky. 2, 1. Good job. Now arms up your back. Maybe you've been writing or using your arms all day long. Maybe you're a bricklayer or a pipe fitter, or we have people from all over the world now. And out. Good, we're gonna lace our hands. Can you lace your, I've met really big football players. They were great for football, but their hands didn't connect yet. If they do, that's great. Don't even trip if they don't. Feet out wider. If you're stiff and tight in Tennessee, just come on down. Try to get down. Just a little squat. Shoot your arms forward. I try to squat a couple times a day. Good, come on up. Up you go. Good, now I'm going to turn my toes in and my heels out. Going to push my paws up through the clouds. Take a little opening side bend. Good, come on up. If you're new, I really specialize in teaching yoga for everybody else, especially the over 50 crowd who want to feel good in their body. I'm over 50, none of your business. Actually, I just turned 69. It's a great age because it's the same whether it's upside down or right side up, side with your arms. But anyway, I'm grateful for yoga because it's kept me reasonably mentally sane most of the time and gives me a sanctuary when I need it. And I've met a lot of great people through yoga. Whew. All right, head, 1, 2, 3. I'm convinced everybody can do this kind of stuff, even if you're sitting in a chair. This is no excuses yoga, damn it. Good, other way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good, relax your head down for 15 seconds. Just chill out for a sec. Stop thinking. Too much thinking gives you a headache. Everything's always working out for us. Okay, shoulders. 1. By the way, I taught in the Bay Area. I still do. My studio closed, but now I'm teaching in public again. 2 giant classes on Tuesdays and Saturday mornings. We really have big fun. 30 people. And if you're ever in the Bay Area, the first class is always free. So let me know. I'll pick you up at the airport. Other way. 1, 2, 3. Depends on when you fly in, actually. 4, 5, 6, 7. See how you can do this? Now, I'm just putting my left foot forward. Now, this is a challenge. I know this is a challenge if you're new, turning over onto your right toes. So when the pandemic hit, I started doing yoga online 6 years ago. And boy, it's been an amazing journey of learning how to do this online. Other way. It's been a great gig. I've met a lot of people, and then I realized I could open up a YouTube channel, and now that has 1.2 thousand people in it. Sink in. Like and subscribe if you have a moment. It really, really helps. Good, up you go. Now, right foot forward, left toenails. I found there's a real niche on the planet of people that are not necessarily 20 years old anymore who want to be able to move and do yoga when they think that they can't. Other way. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So many people equate yoga with weird positions and feet behind the head and stuff. And yeah, it is that, but it's also this kind of yoga. This is called Viyayama. We get our joints to move again, and circulation keeps us healthy as we're going to get. Up you go. Good job. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2. See, you can do this. I'm looking at the YouTube analytics. New people are always joining. It's really gratifying because they realize, yeah, I can do this. Plus, there's 1,000 videos on the channel. You can do it at 3 a.m. in the morning on Thursday if you feel like it. That would be weird. Then flippy flops with your hands. Inhale up. Good job. Feet together. This is a real staple here. Feet together and up on your tippies. Now I want you to count to 20 in your home native language because we have people from all over the world. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19. Stay up on 20. Stretch way up like you're doing yoga. Close your eyes and balance on your tippies. Really good for you. Drop your heels, knuckles on your head. By the way, if you can't do one of the movements, do everything else you can. Up you go. This way. Crack, crack, crack. This is the good kind of crack. Good kids, up you go. Now, having turned 69, when I do my forward folds, I use blocks and I widen my feet out and I support my back on my blocks. Now, I cannot recommend blocks enough. I pedal side to side with my heels. I think unless you're a very adept person who does a lot of flexibility work, you should be very, very prudent with forward folding, like bending your knees, lifting your heels, exhaling and deepening in, finding degrees of sensation. Try that again. Lift heels, bend knees. If your hands are supported on blocks, get blocks. Exhale, deepen in. 1, 2, 3. Good. Come on up. See, you're doing great. Now, hands on our hippies, feet out wide, toes in. And we're going to grind our gears and circle our rears and lose our fears and undulate our undercarriage. Wobble our bottoms. Other way. 1. Plus this kind of yoga, you can't help it. You'll just start to feel better. a little better. I'm not saying you're going to go from depression to ecstasy, although you could, but wherever you're at on the scale, you'll move up a couple of notches by doing this. And that's dependable. You can rely upon that. It's not magic, it's not a panacea, it's not drugs and alcohol. Trust me. Good. All right, inhale up. Exhale out. Good. Hands, feet together, hands above your knees. Everybody should do knee loops. 1. If you're brand new, tied in Tennessee, crispy in Cleveland, little baby ones. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to chant Om so everyone can hear us throughout all the planes of existence, way up in heaven. Inhale. Good. If you're a praying person, hands at the heart, peace on earth, goodwill to all beings everywhere. And of course, that includes this plane of existence and all the other ones. We're here just for a little while. Seems like a long time why we're here, that's for sure. But we're always going to be somewhere. Okay, now we're going to do something to strengthen our legs. And so one thing we could do is we could just squat up and down, but I'm really enjoying this one lately. So I take a pretty wide stance like this. I don't know, my feet are what, three or so feet apart. And this is good because you don't have to squat all the way down, but if I angle my toes out, I can sink just a little bit. Now this is a good strengthening movement, especially if you're brand new and you've lost your resilience and your strength. You could just do these little baby things. I like to go down and pretend I have a kettlebell and then pull it up. And then I sink down with my kettlebell. Now I've gotten a little lower and I come up. Now I can feel that taxes my legs. That's good. I want to tax my legs. I'm not a big fan of taxes in general, but this kind of taxing, yes. Now, one way you can moderate is by 2 of them and you go, wow, that makes me breathe really hard. Now I'm going to kind of get down here a little more spider-like, way down in here, hands on the floor, lean back into it, push up. This is the best thing for blood, breath, bone, and body. Three more. When you go down, try to keep your spine up and down. My booty has to go back a little bit based on the construction of my non-childbearing hips. One more. Good. Inhale. Toes in, heels out. Push your paws up. Big old deep juicy side bend to the left. Say, Up you go. And over here. Wonderful. Okay. That was a good standing sequence for a Monday night. We're going to get down on the ground for some calm the peace yoga. Now, just because we're down on the floor doesn't necessarily mean we can't exert ourselves. By all means, we can. But the main thing is we did the standing stability yoga. For most people, standing yoga is the best. It gets you up on your feet. You support your body weight. You work with gravity. It's what most people need. Once you've warmed up, then it's great to get down on the ground. But a lot of people, when they sit, their knees are up and they're leaning back, and it's really torturous. So stick with it. Inhale. Lace your hands. Now push your paws up. Turn left. Relax your hands. Get happy initial easy twist. During this sequence, we'll do some hip opening, we'll do some strengthening, we'll do some push-ups and sit-ups, we'll do some planks, we'll do the side splits, a bunch of good stuff to stay healthy. Excuse me. Good, come out of simple twist. Switch the cross of your legs the weird way. Maybe pull back on your high. Hi, how you doing? Excuse me a sec. Choke button. Yoga keeps you from choking to death, apparently. Inhale. Push your paws up. Turn right. And relax your hands down. Simple twist. They're working on my roof where I live, and there's a really nice volume of dust everywhere. Good, come on out. Inhale. Out. Okay, stretch your legs out. Stretch your legs out as far as you can. Stretch your toes open wide. Fan your feet open like swim fins. Pull your toes in. Sit up tall. Bad posture. Good posture. Arms up. Press up through your palms and out through your feet. Good, now you may not be able to do this next thing. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. But I'm going to bring my hands behind me, very stable, and then I'm ankles together. You may not be able to lift your butt into this version of plank. If you can't, you can get a really good chest and shoulder stretch. And if you can, you begin to bring your booty up and try to do a good plank pose. Upper body strength is a huge issue for many over 50, and this might help you get back in the game if you give it a go. Good, kitty cats. Now sink down. Bring your feeties in. Now, anytime I do that kind of stuff, lifting body weight, I use my hands so much, drumming and stuff. Sometimes I roll them out an extra time because it really helps. We're trying to eliminate the arthritis and the rheumatism. Shake it out. It's good for you. Now, I understand if your knees are way up and you're leaning back, you probably should sit on a blanket or a pillow. It's going to help open this from up here will end up down here. Then just kind of shake them out a little bit. Give them a wiggle and a wobble. This will keep you from being a tight A double asterisk. Good, now one of the key sequences that I've invented for all my friends around the world, fold your right shin under. This is anywhere from impossible, you have to lean way over to the left, or you're really compact and tight. This hip drops and you find you can lift your hands up. You don't need to have them down supporting. If you lift them, then you push them way up and you lean over to the right. Damn it, I really got something in my... Good, now stretch up, turn to the right if you can, and get a twist here. This is a more challenging twist than the first one. Okay, hands behind. Best move ever, lift up. Now, my Bay Area bendies, they can really go for it. Good. And sink down, my friends. Take this out, not off. Jiggle them a couple of times. That's also part of a much longer sequence, but that's enough for a Monday, especially the more active kind of Monday. Good. As you can, take your left knee and shin, fold it under. I have great affinity for tight in Tennessee. You got to lean way over. This is all tight, crunchy. After a while, this will drop. Your hips level. You feel like you can lift your arms, hands behind your head. Lean to the left. Now, my Bay Area bendies, they bring their left elbow all the way over. It's crazy. And by the way, if you're new, it's no one pose. It's like you got to do everything perfect. You just mix them together. You just string them together. And the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. Good. Now stretch way up if you can. Turn to the left. Turn into the knee and the shin over there on the left. I was choking to death there for a while. I'm glad I made it. Okay, friends, now here's the key pose. Pause behind you. I understand if you're tight, the booty is not lifting. It feels like it's glued to the floor. After a while, you'll notice that your booty becomes like a hot air balloon, just lifting up so high, stretching your chest, hips, shoulders, quadriceps, ankles. Good kitty cats. Come on down. Okay, we're moving through our crisp little sequence tonight. Here's another key sequence. Again, I've really tried to distill yoga. I've been doing it for 51 years into the key movements. And the key movement here is on the back and the legs up. We know the great yogis in India, they do inversions, headstand, shoulder stand, handstand, all the different stands. But most people can't stand those stands. So just on your back with your legs up is a really nice way to invert your body. If you're brand new, maybe 10 seconds, you fatigue. Otherwise, we usually do it for about a half an hour. I'm sorry, half a minute. Just a little spaced out today. Okay, now here's a super crucial pose. My Bay Area friends really like it. Legs out to the side. Now, if your legs don't come all the way down into the full side splits, this is why we're doing it, and this is why we do it religiously. Ankles, 5, 4, 3, 2, other way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, yogis do sit-ups too. They put their hands on their head and they do 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, staying firm and strong through your legs. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach forward, grab your legs, rip them all the way down to the floor. Just kidding. Bend your knees. Bring your knees in. Rest your head. Take your knees around. Happy little circle. Other way. Good. Now, kids, I'm down here on the floor. I'm lifting my head so I can see people around the world. It's an odd way to present oneself to the entire world, but for this next sequence, I'm going to take a block or a really big pillow or blanket and put it underneath my head. Wow, that doesn't feel good. It lifts my head up. I'm going to stretch my left leg out. I'm going to lace over my right knee. Now as my knee comes in, my spine starts to shorten a little bit. Now the block kind of helps. Now this is a great pose for newbies. Just bring the knee in. If you're more flexible than that, you lift up your head, neck, and shoulders, and can you get your right elbow up over your right knee? And then rest your, now the block really helps. Now where the block really helps most of us, unless you're perfectly flexible, is to move your knee into the midline, really lift up and wrap your left elbow over your right knee. That's a twist. It shortens your spine, and the block is really going to help underneath your head. Good. Now I'm just going to hang out here and hang on while my hip opens, stretch out my left leg. Everything starts to settle. Shoulders, back of my neck. I can sink into the twist. It's a stronger pose than most people think, and really a good one if you're over 50. It's okay if you're under 50, but I have an affinity for the 50 plus crowd. Really push out through that left foot. Good, kids. Now, this is for my Flexi Bay Area friends. I'm going to lift up my head. I'm going to put my right elbow inside of my right knee. See that? My knee is in, and I'm grabbing my right big toe. If you can't grab your big toe, lace over your right hamstring and very gently stretch. Inhale and bring it in. Exhale and stretch it. Now, if you're very wildly flexible, which I'm not, but I'm okay, I just grab my big toe. I inhale, lift up my shoulders. Exhale, straighten out. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, straighten. 1, 2, 3. This is hard, or it could be hard, but it can be accessible. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now I release that foot. I set it back down. I jiggle my booty, make sure my legs are back in the sockets. I bring my left knee in. I grab over my left knee. I just take my knee around in a circle. Remember, I'm looking for a sequence that we can do a few times a week. Doing yoga once every 6 months is not going to help. Other way, consistency is tied for first. Nobody's good at anything if they don't do it with persistency and consistency. Good. Now, kids, I got this block underneath my head. If you're very tight, this is fine. If you're a little bendier, lift up and super wrap your left elbow up over your left knee. If you're very bendy, smooch that knee into the midline, lift up really high, try to get your right elbow way up over your left knee. And then this side's my tighter side. I'm just going to go with left elbow. Good. Boy, am I glad I got that block underneath my head. Now I'm just going to hold on. Now this is a little bit of yin yoga, letting the hip, lower back, really everything, layer by layer, relax and release. Especially my shoulders. Drop my chin, settle the back of my neck. Good, big inhale. Exhale, relax. Now, the big stretch if you got it, but I've got an option. Very tight, lace underneath, over the top of your left thigh. And when you inhale, lift. When you exhale, oh, stretch. Ow, you will say, but you'll get used to it. Left elbow inside your knee. Grab your left big toe. Lift up. This is archer pose. Exhale, straighten. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. Now, when I watch dancers and ballerinas, when they straighten the leg, they can put their toes on the floor. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, bend. Exhale, stretch. 1, 2, 3. Good, release. Now, let the leg down. Bring your feet together, and if you can tolerate it, Just let your knees relax out to the side for about 20 seconds. Now, you don't need anything underneath your head anymore, probably. So I'm showing an example of bringing the blocks underneath my knees. 20 seconds, and then we'll shift. I really doubt when we go through the pearly gates that God does a flexibility test. Maybe, but if there is one, we'll be in good position. Okay, kids, now I want you to sit up because you can. And tonight we're going a little shorter and we're going to work toward one little, I call it the Swiss Army knife of yoga poses. It's kind of crazy, it's kind of nutty, but it's perfect for a Monday, especially if you got a backlog of emotion or feelings and you just kind of want to have some fun, and everybody can do something. So it begins by getting on all fours. Now, if you're brand new and you really liked that you found this class, don't overdo this sequence. Just start with some cats and cows. I'm going to give you so many options. Ups and downs, we should do these every day. Couple more. Okay, now it's going to get nutty. Okay, so here's what I want newbies to do. Just come to your left elbow. I'm down on my left elbow, still on my hands and knees, and my right hand is supporting me. This is a good start. Maybe from here, you could just kind of lift up your right knee a little bit, and just this would build some strength. If you can, left shoulder, left ear, way down here. I understand if you can't do that, I gave you an option. Now from here, we can rest for a moment. And then my Bay Area friends, they enjoy the hilarity of bringing up their right leg in this pose. Now in my big public classes, 30 people, oftentimes people fall over, we laugh, right arm goes up. Now this is everything. This is like I'm on a desert island and I only have one pose. Now, it's quite a challenge for me to reach up and grab my right foot. Now, this is coordination, strength, balance, flexibility, challenge, diligence, everything all in one. It is the Swiss Army knife. Could release it up and come on out. Out we go. Now, I'm going to do like a dog and shift over on this side. Cats and cows and dogs. By the way, Monday class is supposed to be hard because there has to be some challenge in our yoga. Otherwise, we're just going to get decrepit and petrified. Okay, newbies. Right elbow. This is great. It's all you got to do. You're kind of down, you're twisty, you're supporting your body weight. You lift up your left leg, dog at the fire hydrant. Bend your right shoulder, right ear. Twist, inversion, forward fold, neck stretch, shoulder release. Rest here for a moment. Okay, let the games begin. I push into my left hand. That gives me some leverage and balance to bring my left leg up. Good. And now I still have my left hand to help me balance. If I lift that up, then I am really on the razor's edge. This is the best part. Then the challenge, is there a foot up there tonight? There is. I grabbed it and I'm pulling it up now. And again, the most possible bang for your buck, the best return on investment in this pose right here. Especially stability, core work, feeling grounded, holding your ground. Release up come out, cat and cow. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to sit. Now tonight, YouTube world, I'm going to take care of some other duties and responsibilities. Thanks YouTubers for joining tonight. It's always good to see you. Usually the classes are a little longer. Take a moment, like and subscribe, and we really appreciate your participation. So, bye YouTubers.